From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Monday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are live at 6 a.m. and we have a busy week ahead. I have a lot to tell you about here for this Thanksgiving forecast for this entire week. We have a tale of two different seasons, but the good news is heading into Thanksgiving, things look to be a little bit more calmer than the week is starting, but I do have a trade-off, of course. Every bit of good news comes with a little bit less of an ideal part of the weather forecast. So I will have everything you need to know for your Thanksgiving forecast, whether you are traveling near or far. I will also have details on tonight's thunderstorm threat. We are expecting scattered to widespread rain and storm. So I will have everything you need to know here in this weather update. It is a busy week weather-wise here in the Tennessee Valley, and it's a busy week for us just with the hustle and bustle of the holidays now kicking off. So grab your caffeine. We may be here for a while this morning, but by the end of this weather update, you will have everything that you need to know in order to plan your week accordingly heading into the Thanksgiving holiday. Starting off as usual with current conditions. Fog, not a big issue this morning out across the Tennessee Valley, but some fog settling into some parts of rural Alabama as well as into Mississippi. Iuka looking at 4 miles of visibility, about 3 miles of visibility down into Moulton and parts of Lawrence County in Alabama. Otherwise, though, fog, again, not really an issue. We have some breezes right now out of the east blowing about 10 to 15 miles an hour. For some of us, that's keeping a lot of that fog from becoming too much of a problem this morning. A lot of us not dealing with that. Again, just not a widespread issue, but temperatures are on the chilly side. Some of us getting down into the upper 30s this morning into southern middle Tennessee, 39 in Pulaski, 37 in Lewisburg. The cool spot this morning up into Columbia, looking at 39 in Hohenwald as well. Here in Lawrenceburg, temperatures are right around 45 degrees, low 40s to mid 40s into North Alabama. Red Bay checking in at 45, 43 in Athens, Russellville checking in at 43, Florence. The Quad Cities checking in at 42. Grab a jacket before you head out. It's one of those days where you will need your jacket by the morning. By the afternoon, you probably won't need it. We do have warmer temperatures in our future for this afternoon and to start off the week. But again, we are going to be seeing a nice cool down towards the end of the week. More details on that here in just a moment. But we're starting to see our first peaks of daylight, some beautiful pink skies on the sunrise. Temperatures again in the lower 40s for Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Good morning to you folks tuning in. Our Arctic air sky came again looking nice, calm, and looking a little bit chilly out there because it is winds out of the south right now blowing about 4 miles an hour. Again, winds are mostly calm, but gusting up to about 10 to 15 miles an hour in some places. A calm wind into Columbia. Again, not looking at any visibility issues. Temperatures just shy of that 40-degree mark. So again, a chilly start to the day here across the Tennessee Valley, but that sun is starting to peek up over the horizon. Again, a beautiful sunrise overlooking Florence, North Alabama, Lauderdale County. Just a gorgeous start to the day. Again, temperatures are on the chilly side this morning. So like I said, don't forget to grab a jacket as you head out. But by this afternoon, you'll see on Futurecast, you will not need that jacket. Temperatures warm up pretty nicely. And again, we're starting off mostly sunny, if not sunny in some locations, but clouds will continue to increase throughout the rest of this morning into the afternoon. I'm thinking much of the afternoon is going to stay dry. Can't completely rule out a stray shower into parts of Lewis County as well as Murray County, Northern Wayne, and Hardin County. Otherwise, though, I think we should be dry for this afternoon. However, heading into after dinner time, that is going to certainly change. But you see temperatures here by the afternoon into the upper 60s to lower 70s with the breeze out of the south going to be warming us up, gusting 10 to 15 miles an hour this afternoon as well. But again, we stay mostly dry through the evening, but then it's after that 9 o'clock hour and 10 o'clock hour where we start to see thunderstorms fill into the Tennessee Valley, scattered to a widespread in nature again, mainly after the 8 or 9 o'clock hour. I'm really thinking these are going to be general run-of-the-mill thunderstorms for the overnight period, but you will hear some thunder overnight and maybe even see some flashes of lightning, some pockets of heavy rainfall. Again, this is expecting to be some widespread coverage throughout the entire viewing area heading throughout the rest of the overnight. And for your Tuesday morning, storms will still be around, so you will absolutely need the rain gear for Tuesday morning, or if you are one of those people who have an overnight shift, you will need the rain gear for the the overnight and give yourself a few extra minutes because rainfall, again, could be heavy at times overnight and into your Tuesday morning. A breeze still out of the south blowing about 10 to 15 miles an hour for Tuesday morning. Still showers and storms around by mid-morning, starting to slightly calm things down, but very unsettled overnight, as well as a start to Tuesday. Now, I can't completely rule out a stronger storm in the bunch, gusting maybe to 50 miles an hour tops, but I'm really thinking these are going to be general run-of-the-mill thunderstorms overnight and even into Tuesday. On Tuesday, we will see some redevelopment. I think most of that redevelopment is going to be south of the Tennessee River, in fact, mostly south of our local viewing area here at the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. However, again, it's something we just can't completely rule out or ignore. Maybe a stronger storm by Tuesday later on into the morning, into the afternoon. Otherwise, we should be looking at general typical run-of-the-mill thunderstorms and maybe some gusty winds, brief in nature and isolated, very, very much so. Lower end type threat, certainly, even if that. But with that cold front coming through, bringing us that increase in rain and storm chances for the overnight and for your Tuesday, we will start to see that front push through and really flip the script for our weather pattern for the second half of the week. Again, in terms of travel, this is some fantastic news. Wednesday, all throughout the Tennessee Valley, in fact, all throughout much of the southeastern United States, we are looking mostly dry, maybe some lingering thunder showers into parts of southern Georgia, into parts of Florida. So if you're heading that way, you may be dealing with some thunder showers still by Wednesday afternoon. But heading into Thursday, we see high pressure park over us here in southern middle Tennessee, North Alabama, and northeast Mississippi. So what a treat heading into the Thanksgiving holiday. Looking at nice, calm, quiet, and uneventful in terms of the weather. So we are looking at a fantastic travel day all throughout the Tennessee Valley and all throughout the southeastern United States on Turkey Day on Thursday. Friday looks more of the same, nice, calm. However, we are going to be much cooler. That cold front clears us out, drops our temperatures, but hey, we have high pressure. We have no rain chance. Again, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So great travel conditions. Temperatures, though, unfortunately look to struggle to reach 50 degrees. So like I said at the beginning of this weather update, there is always a trade-off, but hey, at least we will have leisurely travel. Again, like I said, not only here in the Tennessee Valley, but all throughout the southeast. So no matter whether you're traveling near or far, looks to be good to go for Thanksgiving Day and the days that straddle Thanksgiving Day. So great news heading into the holiday later on this week. But again, we start off very unsettled heading into tonight. Scattered to widespread storms expected. That is our peak of our rain chance. Again, some heavy rain possible, maybe some brief wind gusts, but that's pretty much all we're dealing with. Again, at best, for overnight tonight and for your Tuesday. And then we clear out, dry out Wednesday, looking dry. Thursday, again, dry. Friday, dry as well. Heading into the second half of the weekend, maybe some rainfall returning to the Tennessee Valley, but looking pretty unimpactful in terms of travel. So for today, again, a warm day expected on this Monday of our Thanksgiving week. Temperatures reaching the upper 60s to lower 70s. Cloud cover increases as we head throughout the rest of the morning and afternoon. Again, maybe a stray rain shower before the main event, but I'm thinking we stay mostly dry for the rest of this morning, afternoon. Again, it's not until after the 8 or 9 o'clock hour where we will start to see that kind of wall of rain and storms arrive to the Tennessee Valley. Again, maybe breezy at times, but looking like general typical run-of-the-mill thunderstorms, but you will likely be hearing thunder overnight. So I just want to communicate that, but it's looking like these storms are really not going to pack too much of a punch in terms of any strong to severe storm threat. That's the same story for your Tuesday, but showers and storms will still be around. Very gloomy and unsettled start to the week, as showers and storms, like I said, are still around on Tuesday, but then clearing out by Tuesday night. Maybe some lingering showers, maybe the first part of Wednesday, but Wednesday is looking dry. So again, travel looks very, very smooth. Again, not only here locally, but throughout the entire southeastern United States. So if you're traveling near or far, Wednesday through Saturday, no rainfall is in the forecast. Again, for Thursday, Thanksgiving, and Friday, temperatures will struggle to reach 50 degrees, but we take that nice trade-off with a nice sunny sky. But notice those low temperatures. Again, on the backside of that cold front, we do fall off pretty significantly in terms of our temperatures. We get well below freezing Wednesday night, Thursday night, even into Friday night. But keep that in mind for Thursday night and Friday morning. You Black Friday shoppers are going to have to layer up if you are going to hit out those doorbuster deals. But at least you won't have to deal with any sort of precip or rainfall by Friday. Saturday still looking dry. Chance of rain returns to the Tennessee Valley Saturday night into Sunday. So I know that's a lot to take in. Just know we are starting off warm and stormy, heading closer to Thanksgiving. Things will cool off, but we will be dry. That's a look at your local weather forecast for this morning. I will be back at 8 a.m. with your next weather update.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.